so this is my first tutorial. I thought I would do something really quick and easy and just a little bit of a splash of colour, but nothing too extravagant. So if you would like to get this look, just keep watching. So first of all, I'm going to be putting some apricot oil under my bags, just because, like the bags under my eyes, just because with every concealer I've used so far, I get a lot of creasing, and it says to put it on about 5 to 10 minutes before I apply makeup, so I'll just do that now. So now that the oil has dried, I'm just going to start off by doing my foundation. So today I'm using Studio Fix Fluid and the shades NW13 because I'm so pale. So I do about 3 pumps. Now I'm using a Sigma Jewel Fiber in F50. I really like this brush as a jewel fiber, but I think just for me, I want a little bit more coverage. I'm going to go and purchase a flat top kabuki. But I really like this for doing other people's face. It's really soft, it's really nice, it gives a really nice natural sheen. So I'll just stipple that on and then work it in, just doing circular motions, making sure I've got even coverage. And I like to take it all the way down my neck, just because I do get a lot of redness on my neck. And just so I don't have any definite line where my foundation stops, but it is matched pretty well to my skin tone. Cool, so that's done. It's pretty evenly blended. Now I'm going to go over and use my MAC Mineralized Concealer in NW15. This one's really light. I'm a bit disappointed with how it goes under the eyes, but I think I'll just try a prolonged wear next time. But it is really light and it is really easy to blend, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with it for now. So I'm going in with my damp beauty sponge. This one's from Ingla, Australia. I think it was $18 and it's really, really good. I'm really happy with it. So I'm just dabbing that in. You don't want to swipe under your eyes because you'll cause wrinkles prematurely. So now that that's all blended out, I'll go ahead and set that. Now I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light to medium. And to set my under eyes, I'm using the lighter tone. So I'm using a Sigma F35, the tapered highlighter, and I just dab that as well under my eyes and just bring that across up on top of my cheekbone a little bit. So this is going to set the concealer so that it doesn't crease throughout the day, and just so it holds there as well. We don't want to be halfway through the day and then suddenly have bags under our eyes again. So now that my under eyes are set, I'm going to be setting the rest of my face. Now I like to use Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC in light. It's really good. It has like a really sheer coverage to it, which is nice. It doesn't give me a cakey effect at all, and it just really sets my foundation really well, ready for me to do any contouring, blending, and it holds my blush really well. So to set my face, I'm going in with a Real Techniques powder brush. Right, so now that's set, I'll go on to do my contouring. So again, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit and my Sigma Large Angled Contour in F40. So I'll just take a little bit of product and I'll just swipe a line underneath my cheekbone and then just really blend it out. Hello, cheekbones. So now that both cheeks are done, I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring around my forehead, just so it evens out my tone. So now I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring around my chin just to hide that little bit extra I picked up at Christmas time. So I just want to like put a little bit of shadow under there just so I've got a bit more of a defined jawline. So just sweeping that under there, and then I'm going to blend it out really well just so I don't have a streak there. And I'm just going to do a little bit of powder on the sides of my nose, so I just put a little bit on the side of my brush, like the corner of my brush, and then just sweep it down my nose really lightly. I don't want to make it too contoured, just because I already have quite a long nose. And just the tip of the nose as well, because as I said, I do have a bit of a long nose. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of that highlight powder and just sweep it along the tip of my nose and just here at the bridge so that it kind of spaces it out a little bit. So to start out my eyes, I'm going to prime them first with a paint pot from MAC in Painterly. So I'm just going to apply that with my finger. Don't want to be pulling it too hard, which I just did. So my camera cut out, but what I was doing, I just put the shade VIP from the BYS palette that I'll show you with a tapered blending brush from Sigma in E35. I just put it in the outer corner, the crease, and my inner corner, and just really blended it out. So now I'm going to take another blending brush by Sigma. So this is the E40, it's just a little bit bigger. And I'm going to be going in with MAC Swiss Chocolate. So this colour here, so it's a little bit warmer, a little bit darker. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this in my outer corner and my inner corner, just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more definition. I'll do that on my other eye. Now I'll take that blending brush from the first shade, I won't put any extra product on, and I'll just make sure everything is blended out. I'll also grab a little bit more of that VIP, and I'm going to put it under my eyes. So we're almost done with the eyes, just got to put a little bit of MAC's Soft and Gentle. Now this is normally a mineralized skin finish that someone would use for a highlighter, but I think it's really pretty on top of the eyes, just to give it a little bit extra dimension. So I'm going to be using the MAC 252. I'd probably recommend a 242 instead, but this is the one I have, and it's just a little bit bigger. It's no real difference, it's just a little bit harder to be precise with it. And I'm just going to put it right on top of my eyelid, right where my pupil would be. So just to finish the eye look off before I put my mascara on, I'm going to use the same brush that I put the Soft and Gentle on, and I'm just going to give it a spray of Fix Plus. And I'm going to grab my MAC pigment in Tan. So I'm going to be putting that in the same spot, but just right in the center. So that's it for the eyeshadow. So just to open up my eyes a little bit more, I'm going to be using a MAC chromographic pencil. Using a lot of MAC today. So this one is in NC15 or NW20. So to apply that pencil underneath my eye, I'm just going to be using a little like powder puff. I got this one I think from Priceline, it was a couple of dollars. It's a bit dirty, I'll probably get a new one. But I like using this to open up my eyes just so I don't smudge any products or put any of the glitter that might be on my hands, on my cheeks or anything like that. So I just use it to open up my eye, and then I just draw it on. And then I'll finish off my eyes with a little bit of mascara. So today I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. This is the extensions version of Lash Blast. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I was really happy the first time I used it, but then the second time it was a lot clumpier and it just didn't quite work for me. It wasn't lengthening enough, it's not volumizing enough. but I've kept using it just because I don't want to waste the product that I bought because it was about $20 I think. Awesome, so that's it for the eyes. So now I'll just fill in my brows. So again, I'm going to be using the BYS brand. It's a really cheap brand here in Australia. I'm just using the Auto Brow Pencil, and I think it was like $6. Mine is in the colour Blonde. Now I've used a MAC brow pencil before and I felt like I was instantly out of product. I also feel like this is a little bit more waxy, which I actually prefer because I feel like it holds my brows in place throughout the day, and I can use this spoolie and kind of fix it where I want and it stays there, which is really nice. So I'll just fill those in quickly. So I just want to brush them up and then follow the natural contour of my eyebrows. But I also want to brush any excess of that product out. So now to just finish off my face, I'm going to be doing some highlighting. So because I am so pale, I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Lightscapade. So this is their lightest highlighter. So I'm just going to put that just at the top of my cheekbones. I don't really like putting it right on my cheeks. I feel that's not very flattering for myself, but it looks great on other people. So if it suits you, just bring it down a little bit more. So I'm just using a Avon blending brush. This is actually an eyeshadow brush, but I love it for my highlighter just because I want to be pretty precise with where I put it. And it's nice and small and it blends it out really well. So it just gives it that gleam, which we like. I'm going to put a little bit under my brows as well, just using the same brush, blending it out a little bit. Just the leftovers on my nose, and then a little bit more on my cupid's bow. And now I'm just going to put a little bit of some blush on. I'm going to be using the MAC 159 Dual Fiber Blush Brush. It's not my favourite. I think if I were to get another one, I would get something more like this. So more like a powder brush rather than a dual fibre one, just because I feel like I can't really blend very well with it, but each to their own. With MAC Melba Blush. So this is just the powder blush. So I'm going to be trying something new for you guys. So I got this Model Co liquid lipstick. Now this one's supposed to be matte and it's in the colour Tango. So I'm just going to draw around my lips and colour them in a little bit. This pencil's really creamy. And I think all up it was $10, like both of them together, so that's a really good deal. Because it is so creamy, it'd be interesting to see if it's long wearing. It is a little bit pinker than I was expecting. I think I was expecting a little bit more brown, so I might even go over a little bit with MAC Oak, which is a really brown, nice brown. So it is really glossy. I guess we'll just have to see how it dries. It's not the best application, sorry. So I'm just going to finish off my look with a little bit of Fix Plus. So this will just like blend in all of the powders, make it all like kind of marinate nicely together, and it will just kind of help keep all of my makeup on. But everyone talks about this on YouTube, I'm sure you've heard it before, so I'm just going to apply this. So to finish this look, I straightened my hair. I'm pretty happy with it. I would have to say that I'm not very impressed with the Model Co liquid lipstick that's supposed to be matte. As you can see, it's still really glossy and I've done a few things since putting it on. I didn't want to be negative in my first tutorial, but this is just how I feel about it. But for $10, getting a liquid lipstick, which is sort of just an opaque lip gloss, plus a little sample pencil, I would say, it's actually a pretty good deal, especially here in Australia. You can't really get stuff like this around for this cheap. So if you liked this look, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more from me. I'll be doing hauls and tutorials, and there's also a get to know me, which I'll link down below. So bye! See you next time. I didn't know that got chewed by the dog. Little shit.